Gotta do this one since y'all didn't like my train video last week.
I am the best employee at a place I don't work. I am sure this has happened to someone else on here, but I will tell my story anyways. When I was in high school and first got my driver's license, I would drive to a local bookstore in my town that was almost as big and as popular as Barnes & Noble. It had since shut down though. I went there specifically because I have had a loyalty card there since I was like 6, and that got me massive discounts on books. It was the dead of fall and I was wearing a jacket due to the chill outside, listening to music on my first gen iPod. I was standing in the reference section trying to figure out which guitar book I should buy since I had just gotten a guitar for my birthday and we didn't really have the internet to look up how-tos. When suddenly an older gentleman walks up to me and asks about a book series for his daughter. I say I know which one he's talking about and lead him to the yeah section, talking about how good the story is and if she likes them, and some other books like it I would recommend. The man and I chatted for about 15 minutes before thanking me and continuing on. I went back and grabbed a simple cord guidebook and head to the checkout. As I walked to the front, I see the gentleman talking to one of the employees, probably the manager. He then points to me and says something to the effect of, "This is one of your best employees. You should give him a raise." The guy looks over at me with a confused look and turns back to the man, telling him that I don't work there. This confused the gentleman who came over to me when I was checking out, asking me if I really didn't. I told him sorry, I didn't, and he began to laugh. He told me that my shirt, red with some tribal design on it, looked like one of the red shirt's uniforms. Also, me talking into my Bluetooth headset made it look like I was talking to someone who worked there like a manager would. I was just mumbling along to the song lyrics I was listening to. We both laughed at this and went our separate ways.
We don't get too many of these that end actually nicely, though I feel that it seemed a little bit more anticlimactic than anything. I needed the tea. I needed the drama from this. There needs to be drama. I don't know, kick the guy in the shin or something. Just let it happen. But more often than not, we've all been confused. For other people in the store, I'm just glad this guy took the initiative and just said, hey, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to help him out a little. I don't know what this Superman curl thing's going on up here, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it, yeah.
Finally got to tell a customer what we'd all been thinking. A while back, I was a server bartender in an upscale restaurant, was dating another bartender and was good friends with two of the managers. The owner was a pompous ass and had 2 locations, but almost never was at my location. The other one was in a trendy part of town, so of course he had to be seen there. We had this one lady who loved to come to the bar. She would tell anyone and everyone working that she was friends with the owner. Actually true, and use that to treat everyone like crap, snapping fingers, calling out, hey you, I need another drink, all while bragging about the car she drove, the presents that her boyfriend would give her. Since she was actually friends with the owner, we just took it. We knew she would get most, if not all, her tab comp and not tip, so we just shuddered when she walked in. She had 2 steady boyfriends and a third that seemed to rotate. She was good looking if you like fake parts. We call her the entitled yes. When she was with a boyfriend, she was only a bit horrible, but when she was alone, she would get really drunk and piss off other patrons or hit on the older men to the point they would leave, affecting your tips all night. It's one thing if I know it's just one tab I'm getting screwed on, another thing entirely when you affect my whole night. Fast forward about 8 months. I left the job to go back to school full-time, but my girlfriend is still bartending there, and I would go in frequently to have a meal on the cheap and a free beer or two. One of these nights she shows up. She snaps at my girlfriend, "I need another Chardonnay, quick!" My girlfriend, who has taken another customer's food order, "I'll be right there in a minute." She then looks at me. You work here? Give me a drink." I was watching a game on TV and eating my dinner, so I ignored her. Then she gets in my face. "You! I was talking to you. Get my drink." "Ma'am, I don't work here anymore." Yes, you do. I see you working here all the time. Get my drink. Don't you know who I am? I'm the owner." I look at my girlfriend and give her a little smirk as if to say, "May I?" And she nods back. I didn't want her to get in trouble, but the friendly manager was working that night and the owner was nowhere to be found. The stars had aligned. Look, I don't work here, and since I don't, let me tell you what everyone who does work here thinks of you. You are the singularly most obnoxious guest that walks through these doors. We call you the entitled C-word behind your back. You're a drunk, a gold digger, a fake from head to toe. We count the minutes until you leave. And I then turn to the boyfriend that's with her that night. You know she has at least 2 other boyfriends, right? Apparently, no one has ever talked to her like this before, and her jaw is on the floor. You can see the hamster wheels spinning in her tiny little brain, and knowing the shit show I've just started, I sit back and take a long drink of my beer and prepared to get reamed out. But before she can start, her boyfriend goes, "What?" Apparently, he did not know about the other boyfriends. So what I thought was going to be a rant-filled ass chewing coming my way turned completely 180 on her. He starts going off on her, and the restaurant is dead silent listening to him ream her out. How could she be sleeping around after all he has done for her? Calls Condo's presence. After all that, she was frickin' around on him. He storms out, and she runs after him. That was one of the sweetest beers of my life. The after story. Of course she called the owner and bitched about me, and he confirmed I no longer worked there. My girlfriend got written up for allowing me to talk like that, but she never came back to that location. I was banned by the owner, but since he rarely was in, I still got to hang out with my girlfriend and manager friend. This is what we like to call the Wombo Combo. It's a combination of malicious compliance and I don't work here, lady. I know it's a little strange, it's a little weird, it's a little off-putting that this guy decided to destroy her life. Now, let's be honest, it's not off-putting at all. Also, don't play people. It eventually comes back and bites you in the butt. That's what happened here. She played 3 guys and 1 guy found out. And now that gravy train is not a-rolling no more. And on top of that, her reputation just gets completely destroyed, especially if this guy is of influence. I want to say this much to all those desperate gentlemen out there. You don't need to buy love. You don't. If a person values you based on the amount of money you throw at them and give them, it's probably not a person you need in your life. I'm putting that out there. This dude kind of set himself up for failure from the beginning, but at the same rate, it's what you get for wanting to date a Barbie doll. Personally, obviously, the quick answer, long and short, my favorite story was this one, the last one that just happened. The I don't work here, lady. The everything and anything you ever wanted to say to a person. I love the second story. This is pretty much what I'm saying, especially since I've wanted to say this to a couple customers that come to my current store. Tell me which one's your favorite. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I do read them and respond. I enjoy hearing from you, I promise. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell icon, because that does things for YouTube to tell you that, hey, you get notifications when your favorite channel uploads, because I'm your favorite channel, right? But if you also enjoy this video, please share it with your friends, family, enemies, cohorts, nefarious individuals you might know, because YouTube is not sharing smaller channels' videos anymore, so I rely on you guys a lot to help out. So thank you very much for doing such a thing. You guys are great. You guys are beautiful. And as usual, as always, my friends, stay frosty and keep moving forward. All right, let's do it. They see me rolling, bleeding, patrolling, trying to catch me right and dirty, trying to get me right and dirty. Catch me right and dirty, trying to catch me right and dirty, trying to catch me right and dirty. My music's so loud, I'm swinging. They hoping they gonna catch me right and dirty, gonna catch me right and dirty, catch me right and dirty, gonna catch me right and dirty, gonna catch me right and dirty.